curiosity, guys. Go ahead and laugh. But is there going to be more suicides from CTE soon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For right now, he says, Mom, you got to think about it. It's still a viable answer.
Right. Can the physician touch on this, or any of them touch on why the suicidal thoughts? Because Eric's sister had said Eric was talking about suicide before this happened, like if you want a cigarette, like just coming through, like nothing. And what I've read about other people, they talk about fighting these suicidal thoughts. Why?
He said it's not okay. He said the doctor, the physician, states that the damage from the concussion does not bring up specific suicide thoughts.
Okay.
It does not trigger just that kind of thought. What happens is it absorbs the ability, because of the pain, to have positive, rational thought process. And he says, and when that is absent from the head, you think about the destruction and the fight. And when there is no light to be seen, he said, you want this to end. That is a solution for you to think about. So the head will throw out, well, there's only one way to end that, and that would be to end your life. So it's trying to respond as a solution rather than to threaten as like in a mental disease or in
It's a
an
fight
illness.
or flight, kind of?
He said that's a very simplified way of saying it,
Okay.
though it doesn't parallel that to a T.
Okay. Because it's more about the CTE than, because now I'm making it too general to everything, depression, everything. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, because it was interesting that I feel I've heard that a couple times, like the suicidal thoughts just come in out of nowhere, like just constantly, and Eric wasn't at the severe head pain that we know of.
They're seeking answers.
Right, okay.
And, most of these gentlemen have talked to their physician,
Uh-huh.
have asked for relief and medication, and they're being told to pacify, that things will be okay. And these are not real solutions.
Yeah,
And ending their life will seem like a real solution.
right, right.
Until we have better answers on how to combat CTE,
Mm-hmm.
we'll continue to see this pattern.
Mm-hmm. The physician that came in, Jamie, to talk, is he a neurologist, or was he affiliated with the NFL or sports?
Not affiliated to NFL and sports, because I had asked that because he's standing next to
Junior.
S.
Mm-hmm. Say out.
So it was the same person. You got it. You're fine.
What did you say?
He always presents Seau,
Mm-hmm.
the S name,
S-A-U. Uh-huh.
but he's junior.
Right.
That's what we call him.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. You're so funny. They stand next to each other. But no,
Heaven, no.
he's not associated to the NFL, nor was a physician in that case. He is a brain neuroscientist,
Okay.
and his specific study is how the brain on a bio, is there such word as biomolecular
That sounds right to me.
level?
Are they laughing?
Yeah, well,
People figure it out that are watching. Yeah.
words that I don't know, but on a very micro level on how the cell is functioning through trauma, illness, and disease.
Right.
It's when it's being attacked, not when it's at its healthy state. That is this guy's specific passion. Yay!
So now let me ask even a harder question that Griffin and I have talked about, Junior and I have talked about, and it's a recap because this is now going to go on Griffin's website, and this will be heard. And not so personal, so close to Eric's tragedy when we were so in the balance of knowing if he was going to live or not. Can the NFL continue? Can football continue? And if so, what changes need to be made?
I got more people in the room now.
I'm sure.
NFL, who's speaking? All right. Griff is going to be our MC to the voices of everybody in the room right now.
Okay. To the voices in your head, Jamie?
Yes.
Thank you, Griff. I thought you'd clear it up for her.
I have 5 other players, and I still have that doctor guy that's here, and now they're in the
Full of
room.
good name players. We're talking to a girl who doesn't watch TV, doesn't know NFL sports, won't even probably recognize a jersey color. I know you probably have a Kansas City Chief guy in there.
That means nothing to me, which is so
I don't know his name.
I have a red and white with some blue guy. I have a black and gold guy.
Saints.
You know, are you looking at something?
Giants. No, I'm thinking.
That's so impressive.
Giants. Saints. Are these?
Go to a Giants guy.
Yeah.
He says Giants.
Yeah. Gosh.
I have a more petite, thin gentleman.
Anyone you've talked to before, Jamie? That we've talked to?
Yeah, the one that had his girlfriend, the one.
Yes. They called me ma'am.
Yeah, I remember him because of his manners, like
Right.
the yes ma'am, and he was so, and he is right now just passive and.
Because he doesn't believe in this talking of the afterlife. This process. I'm the one out here looking crazy, mister. Okay. Okay.
You're getting a kick out of that.
Okay.
So Griffin wanted to answer while you were doing
Dave Dewerson. No.
What are you doing?
Dave Dewerson. Is he in the room? African American? No. Who would be? Shane? Andre? Kenny? Who was the other?
Shane and Andre, 2 different people.
Yeah. Javon Belcher's in the room.
Yes.
Is that the guy who's so polite?
Yes.
Girlfriend?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Javon, to say that. Shot your girlfriend. I don't want you to be known like that. Okay, I don't know who the giant guy is. I don't know.
Griff is talking
Okay.
about NFL, and he says that NFL is going to continue to play until there is a mass lawsuit from all the families and medical malpractice.
Okay.
Because it is a visual spectacle of human abuse. Once and in any other kind of sports, was it known that there could be harm or physical abuse? There were rules put into place to help secure the safety of the person. And he says we've reached a point where this is not happening, and the rules will end up changing. Griffin says in his dreams, he would love to see the pads go down, soft pads being used.
Not with all that plastic and.
Correct, because that's creating the impact. Then they're going to see the skill of strategy versus strength. Right, but there are still some pads on them, but it's not like what it is. It looks more flexible. You know, because you look at rugby players. He says rugby players use some wraps and things of that nature. Don't include me in this talk. I'm useless.
Do they have as predominantly as, are they known for his C.T.E too, Griffin? Rugby?
They do have that. He said, yes, but not like the NFL.
Okay.
He says they practice day after day after day hitting people.
Mm-hmm.
Rugby, they don't practice day after day hitting people.
Mm-hmm.
They practice plays and strategies, but it's not about taking somebody else down.
Okay. Okay.
There's they're like, it is about taking, it's about the tackle, it's about the, like, they're all
Talk.
discussing
Yeah.
about rugby.
Right.
They like rugby.
Uh-huh.
But again, to specify, as Griffin's showing me I don't know the name of it, I'm so sorry. You run and you hit the bag, like you hit it with your shoulder and you
Dummy
push the
bag.
bag.
Yeah. Yeah. What are those called? Uh, the red bags, sleds. When you push sleds and stuff, hit sleds.
You hit them. He's showing me impact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he thinks the pads will change, and he says, I believe that the rules of the game need to be changed.
How about
There needs to be more calls against the hits that happen.
how about helmets?
He still sees helmets.
As they are today,
No, not as they are today.
because it gives you a false sense that you're in a Hummer.
That was good. That was good, Mom. That was good. Yeah, it's not.
You are the Hummer.
It's just something with protecting the face. Honestly, it looks a little more. Can I describe it in my own words? Thanks. Um, to me, it looks more like a soft fitted cap. Do you know those new gels that they have now that upon impact they harden,
No,
but they're soft and flexible to
okay,
begin with?
right.
That's really what the gear looks like. Kind of like if I were watching an extreme sports,
Uh-huh.
exports, the skaters and the BMXers, they have to have mobility. They can't wear hard plastics, yet
Right.
if they have an impact, it tightens up and it protects them from breaking a bone.
Right.
But it doesn't give them this false sense that they can hit whatever they want.
Right.
And, well, it probably still will, but it's the style of coaching on top. Sorry, wait. I'm going back to the helmet. So it looks like a soft fit helmet, but there's a grid in front of it just to protect facial impact.
Okay.
So there's still hitting and tumbling and things of that nature, but the design of how NFL is, the strategies aren't solely based on taking people out, though there's still tackles and everything. It's just not as right. Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it. We're not. It's still aggressive, but it's not to the point of consistent damage. There's a change in the way that the game is coached and played, and the pads change.
Will it still have the gladiator feel?
I mean, like the large stadiums and everybody.
No, the gladiator. The originally I think Griffin had said it's a people like it because it's a violent sport. I don't remember exactly the words he used, but it's like watching death. Like, ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah, it's waiting for somebody to get injured. He goes, it's just like NASCAR. Like you're there,
right.
And the big point that you cheer and ooh and ah is he said, fuck, when the fucking wreck happens.
Right.
Who in the family, who on the team, who out there driving is super excited to see a wreck happen? No one. But the crowd is.
Right.
Because it's the same with football.
Right.
But it's on a more, what's that? It will still have the feel.
You change the way you're seeing it?
It will still have enough aggression that you'll be attracted to it. But Mom, I really think it's more based on the strategy of how the men are playing the game. It's not so much about the strength